welcome to the Wizard of Radical Self-Respect. My name is Jared Mello. Today we're going to go over when the narcissist says they want to be alone. Now, it just so happens that I speak fluent narcissist, and I know exactly what they mean when they say this. And you might think they want to take the time to be happy and single, learn how to become happy on their own, develop their interests, their hobbies, but that is not what it means at all. But before I get into what it really does mean, let's get into some background on why the narcissist does not like to be alone. They do not know how to regulate their self-worth on their own. They don't know how to generate their own sense of self-esteem from within. They need external validation from others in order to get their sense of self-worth and validation. That's why they always need attention, admiration, and acknowledgement. And since they can't give it to themselves, they have to find it externally. And almost all of the narcissistic people that I know, they are not single for any length of time. This is easier for the women narcissists to do than many male narcissists, but if the male narcissists were able to, they would not be single very long either. But usually, they almost always have someone they're dating or hooking up with or something. But by themselves, they begin to deteriorate and they don't know how to give themselves self-esteem, and they become depressed and lethargic and empty when they don't have an external source of supply. But they always need a source of supply or they will begin to empty. I always use the analogy, it's like ping pong balls. Their sense of self-worth is like ping pong balls, and if they don't get attention, admiration, and acknowledgement from others, they keep on losing those ping pong balls, and they need to get them replenished from other people. So when the narcissist says they want to be alone, rest assured it does not mean they really want to be alone. It just means that you are no longer working as the source of supply that you once were in the beginning, and they need somebody else to give them the attention, admiration, and acknowledgement. And maybe they've been love bombing people already, maybe they've been cheating already, but either way, they want to spend time with those people that they have been love bombing or people they want to start love bombing and getting with. And those people will give them their external validation that they're looking for. They will give them their supply and they will replenish their always emptying ping pong ball source of validation and self-esteem. But they constantly need those 3 A's and supply from the outside because they can't give it to themselves. And when you hear them say they want to be alone, you gotta just let them go. Some people hold out hope, maybe they just wanted to take a break. Maybe they wanted to get okay on their own. But that is almost never what it really means. What it really means is they're love bombing new people, or they want to start love bombing new people if they haven't been already. That's really what it means. And they're going to be getting those 3 A's, attention, admiration, and acknowledgement, from somebody else. And when they say this, if they want to be alone, the best thing to do is to slam the door shut behind them and then block them on everything. If they're truly a narcissistic person, there will be no healthy relationship to be had with them. And when they say that, slam the door shut, and if we're serious about going no contact, we block them on everything. And there will come a point when we realize, wow, they really did us a favor when they left. But a lot of times people don't think that right away because they're in the trauma bond and they're actually really hurt when the narcissistic person says they want to be alone. And they hold out hope, oh no, maybe they'll come back, maybe something, but maybe it'll work out eventually. But the goal is here, if they are really a narcissistic person, to leave them alone, to let them go, and realize it's a good thing they left. Just don't give them the opportunity to come back when inevitably they try to hoover. And almost always they will try to hoover. And some people try to tell me, oh no, this person has never hoovered me, etc. Well, eventually, and sometimes it takes years, mind you, but eventually they almost always try. And sometimes, though, if you do truly see through them, then it will also stop as well, because they only want to be with people that they can control and manipulate. But if you see through it, you will no longer work as a source of supply for them either. And ultimately, that's the goal here, to not be a source of supply, to practice radical self-respect. And when we do that, when they leave and they say something like they want to be alone, slam the door shut behind them and do not let them back in. And then we work on ourselves, on our own side of the street, and we don't worry anymore about what the narcissistic person is doing, because it doesn't matter. What they are doing does not affect our recovery at all. And in the beginning of trying to heal this, people will learn all about narcissism, etc. That part's normal. That's part of the healing process. But eventually we will learn to take a look at our side of the street as well and learn where maybe we could have done better. Maybe we overlooked red flags. Maybe we were a little codependent. Maybe our boundaries were weak, or we were a people pleaser. Whatever it was, we will find that out eventually. But that only starts when we go no contact and we start working on ourselves. And remember, if you heard this recently, they just want to be alone, they did you a favor. It might not feel like it right now, but years from now, if you do the work on yourselves, you will look back on it and say, wow, I'm really glad that that happened the way it did. And thank goodness, because now I'm at this much better place than I would have been with them. So if you got this far, please remember to like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel here if you have not already, and send this video to somebody that you think might benefit from hearing it. Maybe they just were told that their partner wants to be alone and they think they're a narcissist. This is what it means. This is a good video to send them. And comment below if you've had this happen to you. I think it'd be interesting for all of us to hear. It's always interesting to see all the other kinds of experiences that people have with narcissists, because when we share, other people will surely be able to identify and relate. And with that, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.